And I definitely believe that being a good athlete, being a great athlete, either high school, college, pros, you got to be able to follow directions. So I'm gonna need you to interact with me a little bit to see if you can follow directions. I first want to know what's your God's standard, and what I mean by that, what is your standard as an athlete? What is your standard as a person? How are you going to separate yourself from the pack? Because all of you guys are here right now. Yes, you're great athletes. You run Rochester, but Rochester is just a small part in the entire world. Listen, when you go to college, you're going to meet people from California, Florida, New Mexico, everywhere else. And they're going to come with the mentality that they want to play too. They're sitting at camps in their states just like you. So when it gets to the next level, everybody's an MVP. Everybody comes together. Everybody is there to play. Everybody's there to win championships. But the great teams and the great people, they separate themselves by the standard. So I want you to raise your hands with me and say, how many people want to go to college to play basketball? All right, now I just want you to repeat after me. I'm going to say, it can. No, I need you to hear it louder. It can and will happen. What do I mean by that? Life be lifing. Life be lifing. I thought I had life all figured out. I was a college coach. I was doing my thing. I had a college degree. I was on my way to get my master's, and I was coaching college football. I thought that I had it all figured out, but it can and will happen. What do I mean by that? When I took the job, I sat down with the coach, and he said, Josh, listen, you're a great kid. I know you can catch the football. You can teach. I just want to let you know we welcome you here at Fairmont State. But the only thing that I need you to know, and that I can't get you all of, was a DUI. And at the time, I was a drinker. I used to drink till 3 o'clock in the morning, be in the coach's office at 5, get all my work done, grade the stuff out, be the first one done, and my receivers graded out as the number one core position on the team. So I was doing my job. But guess what? Success is not always what people see. Success is what you're doing behind closed doors. So right now, you guys are gaining success because you're working out when your peers are home sleeping. So my success was really out drinking, doing things I wasn't supposed to do. Yes, I was winning the public eye, but behind closed doors, I was dying. I was being defeated. .159, you see this on my chest? That was my blood alcohol level when I wrecked my car. I had a bunch of friends, I had a bunch of coaches that walked with me to my car. I walked to the car just like this. I got in my car, I sat down, I started driving. Nobody knew I was that intoxicated. I got in the car, I drove, I woke up 3 days later, had no idea what happened. What is your standard? What was my standard? My standard was drinking and driving. What is your standard? I ended up going to prison. I started snorting coke when I was 12 years old. I started drinking weed when I was 12 years old. And I went to a WVU party. It's the #1 party school in the country. I went there to go run track. I ran into some friends. They said, hey, get in the car, drive for me because I've been drinking. Now, I'm sober. Okay, let's go. So I go, I drive, we get to the apartment, there's girls, there's liquor, there's everything, ecstasy, my first time trying ecstasy. You know what? He gives it to me. I go, I drink it, I smoke it, I go to the track the next day, I win. Oh, I got it all figured out. Now I think I am the invisible man. I know that I can party, drink, smoke, and still be successful. When I graduated high school, I was rated in the top 50 in the country in the 100-meter dash. I ran a 10-600 and I ran it drunk. Again, that was my standard. So my question to you is, what is your standard? Your standard will eventually catch up to you because I believe that you have to create habits that's going to help you accomplish your goals. My habits was not in direct alignment with my goals. So then what happens? I come home, I'm out of prison, I do my 3 years, I lose my job, I can no longer teach. I'm working in a warehouse now. I got a college degree and I'm working for $19, $20 an hour. I'm slaving. I was 3 credit hours away from getting my master's in special education to teach. All of it's gone because one decision. One decision can change your life. One decision can derail everything. The hardest thing for me to swallow when I was in prison is what I did with my mom. Can you imagine what would happen to you if your son had killed somebody? When you go to jail, your entire family goes to jail. Your friends go to jail. And the same people that were sitting in the car with me, riding with me, smoking with me, never came to see me in prison. So I say to yourself, man, hey, who do you hang with? What are your non-negotiables? What are your, hey, no, I can't do this. Hey, no, I got to be in by 9. Hey, I got to be up at 5 to work out. Hey, I can't smoke and drink. Hey, I want to be better because I want to play at the highest level. And the highest level requires sacrifice. I never wanted to sacrifice not doing anything because I always wanted to fit in. So part of your standard, and I want you to think about this when you go home, Your mindset of setting your standard. When you set your standard, I want you to, A, think about this. Your standard should be eliminating the things that you are sorry for. Not, oh, coach, I'm sorry I'm late. Oh, coach, I'm sorry I didn't miss the line. Oh, coach, I was late for work. No, that's unacceptable. That's a non-negotiable. To be great, you have to prepare great. You have to want great. You have to separate yourself to be great. Paradise is mine when I see the beauty in everything. Life is going to life. Basketball's hard. Life is hard. School's hard. You're going to fail a test. You're going to get beat. But my question is, what do you see inside of your loss that makes you understand that you can get better? I always say you never lose, you learn. So if you learn, you're winning. So when you see the paradise that is beauty in everything, you will go into that game. You may lose a family member. You may hurt someone's feelings, but hey, how can I get better out of this situation?